Hi guys, it's so good to be back again. I would say I'm very privileged to be able to make this video with a good state of mind considering what I had experienced this past few weeks. Honestly, it has not been so smooth. It has not been like I had expected. Although everybody anticipates that yes, life is not forever, life is not eternal, but there comes a time that you just like, okay, you're prepared mentally, or probably you're never prepared for this kind of thing. So I want to share with you the moments that I experienced from when I had my father's demise to this point. There's a very rich proverb that our people have. Yes, I know that our people have lots of proverbs that are timely to every situation, but this particular proverb is a proverb that I had not really like paid attention to. And the proverb, it goes like forgive my pronunciation, hasi na eburu ozu onye ozo odika ebunko. As in, when you see others grieving their loved ones and also carrying the corpse to go and bury, to you that is not part of that family, that is not part of those people grieving, you think that what they're carrying, is that a human or firewood? That's just what that proverb transliterates to. So and that is actually what I experienced when I heard my father's passing. He died 7th night. I got the news on the 8th of April 2023, and I could remember the first moments, the first few minutes, I was in shock. I felt so disappointed. I felt so angry. It was just a moment of intense disappointment, and the tears weren't coming. The first thing I thought about were unfinished businesses. Was unfinished discussions, were unresolved issues. Those are the first things that came to mind. I was like, okay, where is he going to? Where is he going to? Why? There are things to be done, there are things to be said, there are embraces to be had, why I have not seen him, why did he not take permission to go? You know, those kind of feelings. I don't want to talk about probably the dynamics of my family or me and my father's relationship or anything, but I just felt intense disappointment. At that point. And I also remember when I went to Aba. I'm from Aba, Abia State. When I went to Aba, Port Harcourt Road, Aba, that's where my village is. When I went to Aba, to the village, the first thing that I did when I saw my uncle was just complaining. I was complaining. It was so intense. Why did he have to go? What? I was just complaining. I was so angry. And my uncle just sat there with a smile etched on his face, because he clearly understood what I was going through at that point. I was trying to deny that my father had died. I was trying to like say, no, probably he's hiding somewhere, probably this is a prank. Why? What is happening? So after that point of intense disappointment, intense anger, regrets, questions and everything, I now became very sad. Very, very sad. And in the moment of sadness, in that moment of plummeting into depression, the only things that started coming to mind at that point was memories that I had of my father, or I have of my father. Memories I have of my father when I was younger, when I was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15. Those memories started coming up. Believe me, those were just the kind memories, the beautiful memories. They started coming up. Those are what started coming out to the surface. They started coming out to the surface, and I fell apart. I was broken at this point that I started crying. The tears were from my bowels. The tears were they made my bones shake. They were intense. They were just from inside. They made my heart pump faster. I could remember when I wanted to eat. I actually didn't have appetite this period. From when I heard of his demise, I didn't have appetite, but I knew that I have to nourish my body. I knew that yes, life is for the living, even if we are going to like make burial arrangements and everything. I just have to be strong. So 2 days after then, it was Sunday. 3 days after then, I remember that okay, I said okay, let me summon this courage to cook, at least to have something to eat. Omo, now I go cook beans. So the beans, they fire, they burn. I was in my room and the beans was in the kitchen. The beans was, that is my pot turned black. Even when I got to the kitchen and saw the smoke and everything, I was like, what is happening here? It never occurred. I didn't even look at my gas cooker to see that okay, I was cooking. So I turned it off. Everywhere was smoky. I don't even know why although that period was Easter period, so my neighbors, they had gone for Easter whatever. So I turned it off, came back inside. I remember I stood by the kitchen door. I was bent over crying. I was like, my daddy, why? What is happening? My daddy. Those beautiful memories were coming. They were coming. Then after then, I started negotiating. I was like, God, please, can you just like bring him like 2 more days, 3 more days? God, please, did he make heaven? God, was he very close to you in his last moments? God, what is that? How did he die? I started questioning. I started now negotiating. I began to feel that I could do something. At this point, I began to feel that okay, probably if I prayed enough or if I said something enough, he would come out of the morgue, go back home. They'll call me, he's back home, he's back in his room. It's the grieving process. I think yes, I'm still grieving. It will be a lifelong thing because I will not see him again. It's just memories that I have of him. It's memories that I have of everything that he did not do, he said, he did not say. It's just memories that are left with me, and it's also like buttresses that proverb that I said earlier, that eburu ozonyo zodika ebunko. Because you know, when I have friends that have lost their parents over the years, and you know, when you go to comfort them, when you go to pay your condolences, you'll be like, hey, yeah, sorry, hey, yeah, take it easy, oh, okay. Then it got to a point where you started getting matured. When the person is crying, you'll be like, yes, let out the grief and everything. See, at this point, if I go, but probably if any of my friend loses someone dear to them, if I go there, the only thing that I may be doing is just to sit and watch the person grieve. Because you know, when I'm crying, when people call me and tell me, hey, sorry about your dad's demise and everything, take heart. And I just get sadder and angrier that, why are you telling me to take heart? No, I don't tell them that, but within me, that is how I feel. Why are you telling me to take heart? What heart is there to take? What heart is there to take? Take heart. Why will it bring him back? I'm not taking heart. Leave me to mourn. You understand that point? Then be strong. Except God gives me strength. I don't have strength of my own. Strong. Where do you want me to see strength? Be condole. Rest in peace. Can't he rest on earth in peace? Does he have to go now? Suppose he's on his bed. Yes, he was very sick for a long time, but suppose he's on his bed resting. At least I'm seeing that he's breathing. I go. At least there are some times that we just have an argument and everything. Yes, can't he rest here? You know, all those words. Yes, we may think, or probably, I don't know, probably it's because of my spiritual understanding or what, but I just feel that all those words are not enough to. They are not enough to suppress the pain that I actually feel. Probably maybe in 3 months' time, somebody tells me take heart, or in 1 year's time, somebody tells me, oh, take heart. It will actually make sense. You understand? But at this point, the only thing I want to do is grieve. Leave me, let me cry. Leave me, let me mourn. Although the tears are beginning to subside now, since we are trying to kickstart the process of the burial arrangement, so logic has come in, financial logic and everything. So because you have to be at alert to do these things, you have to negotiate and everything, you have to be at alert to do these things. But probably when I'll cry again is when he's, yes, I see, I sometimes I sleep in the night, or maybe when I'm praying I'll be like, child, my daddy. There is nothing that prepares somebody for this kind of thing. Yes, you may have been reading about death, probably in church. They will tell you only be remembered by what you have done, life eternal, where would you spend eternity and everything. But there is nothing that prepares one for moments like this. There is nothing. Even if you are born again, there are times that you just feel that sense of loss. That is why we are humans. That is why God created us with emotions, with memories. That's why God created us to experience life as we're experiencing it. That's why God created us with what is ingrained in our DNA. So it is nothing. There is no formula to grieving. There is no formula to mourning. There are some persons that, like all my friends that dad died, and every time she's bent over crying for weeks. Like me now, I'm like in the 3rd week, and that bending over crying, wherever I see myself, is not there. I know how to like hold myself, but in all, I'm just saying, please pray for me, pray for my family, that this period will be bearable for us, that God will give us the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss. It's so for everybody that maybe that will come across this video, that is watching this now, the truth there is, people that are born today, they die. People that are 100 years old, they die. Some people are in their prime, in their early 20s, and they die. Some are in their 40s and they die. Some, there was one lady like that on social media that is in her 50s. She got pregnant, and in the course of the pregnancy, she died. So death is not, there is no register that will say, okay, because you are 70, go. You are 75, go. Yeah, no. It's just good to be prepared at every point in time. Be prepared. How are you living your life? what are those unresolved issues that you know that God is giving you? Every second is a blessing, it's a gift from God. You know that God is gifting you this time. What are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? My father's life actually taught me some lessons, and there are certain things that my father did that I felt he may have been better at, because he wasn't like such a good communicator. Yes, he wasn't such a good communicator. Like, there's how he communicates. It got to a point that it seems that like I and few other persons are the only ones that understood him, that could actually stand and say no, 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 this is that, and actually also tell people no, 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 this is what he meant. No, he's not angry at this, is not this, this is actually what he meant. It's not like it is probably you're on his side because it's your father, you're supporting him. No, you're just like, this is actually what he meant because you interacted with him. So bottom line, pray for me that the healing process starts like on time, and I'm able to like accomplish everything that God has in store for me while there is breath in my nostrils. Thank you so much for watching.